Hi Jim, it's Julie, and I'm going to show you the first draft of your website. F11 this, actually. So there's a lot that I need to do, but here's what it looks like. So this is not your phone number or your email, but I'll put that in. This is kind of a logo, and your menu would be over here. We can change that and put the menu along the top. I just want to show you for effect, the different options. Let me exit out of this builder real quick. All right, so this is the scheme about the Center for Automated Virtual Environments. This is what you're calling the CAVE, right? CAVE. So I can add the acronym in here too, throughout the whole website, but I wasn't sure if that's what we were still calling the CAVE. And so here's a general look at it. Workforce development. Partnership with the NFL. Meeting demand for pilots, drone pilots. Shoot this video too real quick. Take a look at that. Okay, then we'll scroll down. Then we have more information here. You can pause this video and read it if you want. So here, oops. So this section right here is where your donation information will be. It'll be a donation button, and it'll all be very clear. The donation information will also be on this in the menu. In the menu over here, there'll also be other pages like About Us, and I wanted to get in the news. I wanted to ask you to provide for me those videos that you had on television at some point. I've searched my email and I cannot find them. But yeah, so we have the donation information here, and then at the bottom, your valued partners. And you want to let me know if any of this has changed or whatever. And then this is what's called the footer down here. I haven't created it yet, but this contact information would go down in the footer, and other information we can add there too. So this is really just for you to get a general feel for if you like the color scheme and the kind of design that I'm doing here, and the font that I'm using, which I do like. Some of the images, we can change any of these things if you don't really like it, but I just wanted to give you an idea of what I'm working on here. And of course, we'll also have donation information right up here in the top, right along probably right here in this area. So that would be a donation form. You want to have the donation forms kind of throughout the whole website, but because I haven't built those out yet, because I need your banking information, and we can make it look really cool. And then over here also we could add the actual school. We could actually have an application for a scholarship, and we click through. Then I'd have the information how to access the school, probably somewhere around in here, and all throughout the page would have the different things. And so then I would create the page, or even just the button or the information about how to get to the school would be here. Okay, so let's see here. And then I'm going to go over and see if I can get to my school stuff here. So I have a So this would be an example of what your school would look like. This is not a school. This is actually another website. But this is what the format would be. So over here we would have your logo and some good background, and then the customer or the student would sign in, and then we would have this actual AI application is for, it's called Secret Seer, and this is for, they book psychic readings, and so I've created all these apps for them in here. So their users are coming in here to use these apps. So there's like birth chart and lucky crystals, but what I want to show you is, like, we'll have a tab for community for you, and instead of these types of apps, these would be your courses. So they'd click on the course, and for instance, they would be locked like this. So if you click on the course, and then it's going to ask you to unlock the access, and then of course the information would be whatever the price is there, either per month or a one-time fee for the course or what have you. And then once that is unlocked, then they're going to be able to have access to the actual course. Okay. The other thing that we can do here would be to have what's called an academy in here, and the academy would be a place where we could have some information in there where they can access the different maybe webinars, or just other information that would be maybe free materials. And what's really cool about this is that I can build these apps for you if you wanted to add just anything you can think of, really. And then so if you can see the general idea, though. So when a person accesses this on their phone, then they're clicking into all these apps on their phone. These apps would not be accessible on the App Store. They're just going to be on the website. So it is pretty cool, though. And then of course we have a community, a place where all students can communicate with each other. We'll have a Ask the Teacher button where they can then coordinate and communicate directly to their advisors or their instructors or whatever. So it's just like really lots of things that I can create and build in here for you for your courses. And so you just start thinking about it. We can have a place for videos in here, YouTube videos you want to add in here. Like I said, I can literally build you any type of a app that you want. Think of what else to mention in here. So we'll have an academy, we can have webinars here, we can have the courses available here, we can have anything you can think of, to be honest. Is really, you ask and I'll see what I can do to deliver. I'm pretty sure whatever your imagination come up with, I can pretty much figure it out. So that's what this looks like. So again, this would be your academy, your school name up here, and then to access the courses, they would click on here to get involved or to buy the course. And then we set all that up with the account, the bank accounts, and all that. And that's more on the back end, but I can show you how all that works as well. I'm trying to give you another example of another one. I'll take a look. I know I've got some friends that already have, that I went through this with. I think that do sell courses and everything, which is great. Let me show you one more thing too. For instance, on my website, just so you can see kind of how we sell our courses on here. So this is my website, and if you go to this one, counseling services, so we click the Learn More button, and then you'll see it refresh here. So there's the counselors, and then down here we have the different things, and over here we have courses, so you can see the courses. So for these courses we're selling, this one's Ignite Your Prosperity. It's $13.50 for a 6-hour course. And so when we're doing that, then you click on the course itself, and it's going to give you a general, simple explanation of what the course is about. We're going to click add, and they've added it to the cart, and we'll click next, and then you select what staff you want. We're going to put any staff here. Click next, and then the dates will be available, when the courses are available, when the next course starts, blah blah blah. So we'll go to the next available, and then they're going to pick the date and the time. I don't know, depending on how you're doing it, if it's instructor led, then this is the format that the course would go through. If it's not, if it's a self-taught course, we can put that in the portal. I don't believe I can book appointments in the portal though yet, but I'm going to see if I can. Appointments meaning like signing up for the course, but this would be on the website if they want to. So we'll have two different options for you there. We've got the ability to self-teach and have the portal, which is where all the apps are located, and then we have the instructor-led courses that are going to be in this type of a format, right? And so then they're going to pick the time, and they're going to go through the checkout, all right? And so that's the full checkout amount and information. And of course that would all be in tuned with your website design and everything else. So this is already running through, and we sell these courses, and we sell the counseling services and all that stuff. So that's just an example as well. So I just want to show you that, and I hope that you like the first draft of the website, and if you don't like it, just let me know. There's a lot more work to do here before we can actually bring it live, but I think I could very likely get that done probably by the end of next week as far as this piece of it goes, and then to build the courses and everything. So as you can see, I've already got the tools, and I've done these courses, and I know what I'm looking at, and so we create those pages here for the courses, and they can schedule them, or we'll put it on the front page, or whatever. So anyways, hope you like it. Let's talk soon. Thank you.